Hello everyone, and hello Doodlers. I just got home and I just realized that it has been about a month now that all I've really been eating is oatmeal, goulash, ground turkey, spaghetti, milk, and bananas. I was so busy working on things, drawing, working extra hours, editing video, but didn't have time to upload, that I completely lost focus and I wasn't really paying attention to what I was eating. And recently I was wondering why I was not feeling as energetic. I just felt kind of tired. And I had been working extra hours, but I looked in my fridge and I noticed that there wasn't really much of any vegetables in there. And so I went in my freezer and I have these mixed vegetable bags. They're 2-pound bags. And I have maybe 5 or 6 of them in there. There's green beans, corn, peas, and carrots. I took a half of a bag, so it was about half a pound. I put it in a bowl, and I put a little bit of water in it so that it would kind of melt down a little bit before I microwaved it. And then I microwaved it on 3 minutes and 20 seconds to be exact. And then I drained the water out and I just ate it as is. I usually add a little bit of salt and a little bit of butter and maybe some seasonings, but I didn't add anything to it. I just ate it how it was. And I definitely need to get more vegetables in my diet of what I'm eating, or back how I was eating 2 months ago, which was a lot healthier. But yeah, it was kind of alarming when I sat there and I thought of that. I was thinking, I really need some vegetables, or I'm really not going to be feeling good. But as of right now, it is a bit cold out, and I did rearrange my desk area a little bit more. And I've got this heater that's behind me. It's a little tiny, like maybe 8-inch tall heater. And I went to record this earlier and the heater was on. And I recorded for like a minute or two. And then I listened to it and the heater was way too loud, so I had to turn it off. Because it's been a bit colder the past few days. And when I was sitting here yesterday, I have my 2 monitors I use for my editing. Well, actually 3. And then my third one was one I use for like dragging and dropping items into the video editor. And I got my drawing tablet. Well, not really a tablet. It's like a monitor, but you can draw on it. And so I took that and I put it on these 2 monitor arms that I have. I actually combined both of the monitor arms together into one. I just took the one part off and put it on the other one. And so now I've got all 4 monitors. And so I've got an extra monitor that I can use to look at other things, and it makes editing a lot better. And my monitors and everything have shifted over to where now my microphone is in a better position for me to speak into. And so that's done. And every time I go to rearrange anything in my desk area, I always tell myself that this should only take 10 to 20 minutes, no longer. And then it ends up taking 2 to 4 hours. So, yeah. It took me a while yesterday, about 3 hours at least, because of all the wires that I have. What takes even longer to rearrange is my computer. It seems like there's hundreds of wires connecting to it. But now the monitor is actually moved over, so my other window that I have is to the left of me. I get more light in here so that I have more light for when I'm drawing, so I don't have to have my softbox lights or umbrella lights on so much. And now I've actually got an extra spot here that I can draw on. So I've got my main spot, which is to my right, which is where I have my camcorder and my DSLR. Softbox to the left, an umbrella light to the right, and a monitor to preview it to the right. And to my left here is another spot, and this also has like a cutting board mat. My main location where I draw has a really big cutting board mat. It's 36 inches wide, which is actually 36 and a half, maybe 37, and by 20. Well, it says 24 on here, but if I add the extra half inch in the end, it's probably 25. So it's 37 by 25, and then the one that's to my left is a black cutting mat, and that one is 23 and a half by 17 and a half. And that's got a window in front of it, but I don't really get much light there because there's a tree right there, and that blocks most of the light. I actually get more sunlight in this window during the winter or late fall when all the leaves fall off the tree. But there's less sunlight, so by the time I get off of work and everything, I don't really have much time to have much sunlight to draw in that location now. And then behind me, I rearrange where I have my other table. It's one that I can move around an angle and put drawings on or paint. So now I've got 3 locations and everything's set up more convenient. So I should be able to upload more videos more often. Yeah, I have a lot of videos to edit. I gotta organize all the files. That's the most time consuming actually, is finding the files and organizing them. But other than that, just the usual drawing, work, eat, sleep, and repeat. Not a whole lot different, not much of anything new. It's cold out, it's winter, and I never really even go outside during the winter anyways. There's not really any snow activities that I enjoy. So during the winter, I spend more time drawing, and then once the summer comes, I get out a little bit and draw. But we'll see how things go with everything that's going on. But my desk and everything is all cleaned off. And one thing with my apartment is that my art area and living room / computer area, my electronics and everything, that's always extremely clean. The part of my apartment that always gets the dirtiest is my kitchen. I've got to clean my kitchen, my bedroom, my bathroom, and I have to fold my clothes. And I went to do my dishes earlier, but I noticed that there was not much dish soap left. Just a couple of drops, maybe enough to do a couple of dishes, but I have to go get more of that. I do wish my sinks were bigger. My sinks are not very deep, so when I go to wash things in them, things kind of just, like, I can't really fit stuff under it. I have this cutting board, it's maybe 16 inches wide by it's maybe 16 by 20 inches, and I can't actually fit it under like my sink or in the sink to wash it. So I have to wash one side and then like put water on half of it and then run the water to the other side, flip it over, scrub that side and clean it. So I washed it halfway on each side twice to get it clean. I've never had a dishwasher, but I don't know how much more it would cost if I had a dishwasher anyways, as far as soap and everything. Maybe I would actually use less soap because I do use quite a bit of a good amount of dish soap for my dishes. Because I really want to get them super clean. I was having a problem a while back with my water that every time I would turn it on, like in the winter, It comes on extremely cold. It takes a long time to warm up. And then when it does, the water is like so hot that I had this plastic bowl, or one or two of them, and the hot water is so hot that it deformed the bowls. The shape of them's all messed up. Now that's some hot water, so I had to go underneath my sink and adjust the little, there's this like little lever that's under there, and I had to adjust that so that I can keep the water from being too hot. And when I did that, I accidentally changed it to where there's no hot water, then it was just cold. And then I accidentally changed it the wrong way, where it was only hot water and no cold. So now I've got it adjusted to where it's like, before it was 50-50, but now it's like 25-75, 25% hot, 75% cold. Because on 50-50 before, it was so hot that it was deforming my plastic bowls and stuff that I eat out of. I mostly have I have a couple of plates and then a bowl I eat out of. And then stuff I just store things in is like this plastic Tupperware type of stuff. And I used to have way more of them, but I gave most of them away because I didn't need 300 different Tupperware containers. I can't even fit that many in my fridge or my freezer to store things. But I do have to buy some groceries soon. Getting pretty low on food. And as I mentioned before, I pretty much don't really have any vegetables other than mixed vegetables in my freezer. So, yeah, I'm going to get some more vegetables and buy some other food. I do have this huge bag of rice. I used to eat brown rice, but now I've been eating white rice because I noticed whenever I would eat the brown rice, it seemed like it took a long time to digest and made my stomach a bit irritated. So now I just eat the white rice, but I have a huge 50-pound bag I buy like once a year. Maybe every 2 years. It kind of depends. Like, I try not to wait 2 years because I don't want it going bad, but I'm always checking it, make sure it's okay. But I'd say pretty much every year I'm buying an extra or a new bag of a 50-pound bag of rice, and it only costs, I think it's $20, which is really cheap. That's a lot of rice, and that's for a lot of meals. Now, put other vegetables and things in it. But before I actually make any food today with it, I do have to go get dish soap, which I just remembered. So I can't even, I've got to wash my plates and stuff before I even eat. But this drawing was done with my Rotring .35 Isograph and the Fabiano sketchbook, and I'm probably maybe 10% of the way done, but I'll get there. And I will do an overview or a review or a tutorial or whatever you want to call it, flip through of the sketchbook when I'm done. But I'm going to go ahead and do more doodling, so check out the links below and let me know if you would like to buy any prints. Thanks for watching, share this with a friend, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you later.